Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do a Q&A. I wasn't planning on doing one of these anytime soon, to be honest, but yeah, you guys asked for it, so I will deliver. Alright, let's get straight into it. So the first question, what's your favourite bike of all time? For me, my all-time favourite bike is the Colnago C40. I just love the simplicity of it. Yeah, it's just still such a stunning bike. So yeah, for me, personally, Colnago. Giro, Tour or Vuelta? Now this is actually quite a hard one because the Tour is like the holy grail of cycling. It's the biggest event in cycling. But I think in terms of racing and aggressive racing and exciting racing, I will probably say the Giro. For a start, it's the first Grand Tour of the season, so no one knows where anyone's at. And also it's much less controlled than the Tour. So the racing is a lot more aggressive and the breakaways often stay away. So yeah, I think for aggressive, exciting racing, I would go with the Giro. Alright, I'm just going to turn the camera around a bit because that background, the light outside is making it go all dodgy. Alright, let's resume the Q&A. Where's my favourite place to ride? I would say where I live in the north of England is pretty amazing. The terrain around here is just, I love it. I love going out riding in the hills around the Ribble Valley and stuff. But yeah, I think out of everywhere I've ridden in the world, I'd say Girona in Spain. Just purely because it's that amount of variety over there. You've got like the big long climbs, you've also got the shorter climbs, the more punchy climbs, and then you can head out towards the coast, which is pretty flat. And also the amount of cars on the roads over there, especially sort of once you get out of the town, there's so few, and it just makes riding so much easier and so much safer. So yeah, I'd definitely say Girona. There's also like hundreds of pros live there, so if you go out on a ride and don't see like at least 5 World Tour guys, you've had a bad ride. I would love to go riding in Australia, but until I do, I can't comment on that. Alright, what's my preferred length of socks? Probably about there, just above the bottom of my calf. So my favourite pro rider, right, we'll do current and past. I'd say current is, well, sort of past, but Bradley Wiggins and Peter Sagan. Past riders, Jens Voigt. How old are you? I'm 19 years old, my birthday's in October. Have the ducks ever got you? I'm guessing it means when I'm out riding and a duck runs in front of me. No, but a squirrel has once ran through the front and back wheel. So yeah, that was pretty close. And around here we've got a lot of pheasants. So I've almost hit a few pheasants before. But yeah, I'm yet to actually hit anything, thankfully, because I'd probably come off. So 2 people have asked this next question. How do you deal with weight gain and loss? And how do I stay lean? I think first off, just from my body composition, I'm quite a lean person anyway. But I think another thing that really helps is never to be too strict. And I see all these guys like restricting calories and, you know, only eating certain foods and cutting out wheat and dairy and all this different stuff, which for me personally, I found if you just have a bit of everything but don't overdo it. You can have your treats every now and again. Just don't be, you know, too strict. Just have a bit of everything, but obviously don't overeat. But at the same time, you don't want to undereat, because if you're undereating, your body starts to retain fat, because if you're not eating enough, it's not wanting to get rid of the fat. It sort of needs it as a fuel source. So yeah, don't undereat, but don't overeat. And fruit, smash the fruit, because I found if you want to keep weight down, just eat loads of fruit, and that seems to do the trick for me. Do you train on your own or with groups? If you follow my Strava and watch the videos, you'll know that 99% of my riding is done on my own. I just prefer riding on my own because like, there's loads of groups around here. But yeah, I just like to do my own thing often. And during the summer, every Thursday night, there's a local chain gang, which is a pretty good chain gang. So yeah, I'll do that every now and again, but for 99% of my riding's done on my own. What is your Garmin screen setup? Hold on, I'll go and get it. Alright, so this is my Garmin screen setup, and it changes slightly, but currently this is my main screen, if it'll focus. Alright, so we've got the power, the 3-second power up there, and I have 3-second power just so it doesn't vary that much, it's sort of quite consistent. And then underneath that, oh, come on, I've got my average power, so lap power, and then cadence, current lap and distance. And that's pretty much my basic Garmin setup. I do a lot of interval training, so I find the lap power and lap time just makes it a lot easier. So for when you're hitting the lap, you know exactly how far you're into the interval and how long you've got left. And then when I'm racing, I'll have just speed on my screen, like that. Because often races are pretty hard, so yeah, I can find it a bit demoralising if you've got your distance or the time and you know you've got a long time left. So I just find if I have the speed, it's sort of best for me mentally. Alright, so that concludes my my first Q&A. I didn't answer all the questions, I just answered the ones that I think people get the most out of and most people will find the answer interesting. So yeah, if you enjoyed this type of video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you think I should do a Q&A on like a fortnightly basis, then let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, and if you're new around here, please subscribe for more cycling videos. Alright, I'll catch you later, guys. I just noticed one last question which I thought I would answer, and that is, how do you make a living? So like I said in an earlier question, I'm 19, so I left college 8 months ago. Yeah, but eight or 9 months, I don't know, time goes fast. But yeah, so basically what I do at the minute, I'm essentially taking a gap year. I work part-time, just in a factory, boring job, nothing too interesting about it. But yeah, I just earn enough to keep me ticking over. And the rest of my time I train full time. So yeah, that's my current situation. Obviously I'm only 19, so I still live at home. So yeah, that's pretty much how it goes at the minute. Alright, now bye for real.